Let's go to the police station. Just relax, calm down.
So we have
Does it work for adults?
under pressure. We can create pressure.
To be honest, when he says like that, it's actually kind of scary. So you have to be careful.
My name is Loredana Podolian. I'm the faculty director for the Action Learning program here at the Asia School of Business. The value of this course was to teach the students how to design and then build prototypes, and then how to build a business model around these prototypes. Do not get stuck on the problem that you identified first. You might think that the biggest problem that I have is a hoodie, but it turns out that the biggest problem that I have is access to market or supply chain or branding.
I'm Professor Rajesh Nair. I'm a professor of practice at Asia School of Business, and I also head Innovation and Entrepreneurship Center at ASB. Need identification, that means whose problem is it, what is the problem they're trying to solve, then develop a product around that need, and then go validate.
We all have traveled economy before in these kind of seats. When we travel long distance, say for example a flight to Tokyo or a flight to Osaka, or even a flight to the Philippines, we would tend to struggle with neck stiffness and lower back pains. And that is how we came up with this idea of having an integrated apparel that integrates a back brace, a neck support that is fully integrated into a jacket for portability purposes.
We have sort of built an apparel, a first prototype that we're here to test out.
Go out and show their flimsy prototypes to customers, saying this is what it looks like. We all know doesn't look like a professional product yet, but you could get a lot of feedback from the customers that would help them redesign or modify it so it is actually easily adoptable by this customer.
We as a team need to decide how to move forward and how to best incorporate all this feedback into our product and actually see where we want to bring it to.
Where we have seen a lot of problems is that this passion sometimes drives overconfidence and over-enthusiasm in how well the product will be received by the market. I was actually happy to see that when they came back from their testing, they got some pushback or they got some feedback that maybe their product is not really as solution-driven as they initially had in mind. So I think customer validation early on is very important.
Lot of instances when people came across this product and they said, oh, we really want to buy it. So what is the potential price that you guys are putting? And there was a lady who came to Calvin and said, I'll be willing to pay 300 ringgit for this. And we were like, okay, there is a market validation and need validation.
For me, it was really checking in with your customer and continuous iteration of your product based on that.
It's the flexibility to evolve and go with time. So if there are some things that are uncertain and things change, you would have to find a way as a team and individually to adapt to these changes.
Something for every man.
Strategies mainly are based on the recommendations and the valuable feedback that we've been getting from users, and we have been testing it out rapidly with fast iterations with our actual user base. Helpful for us to get feedback on the spot, have one-to-one interviews with them, and then be able to incorporate that feedback in order to come up with prototype 2.
The key lesson I would say is resilience. That is what every entrepreneur should have. Actually, nobody kind of understood or believed in this idea. They thought that we were just gonna waste the time, but we kept on sticking to the same idea. We worked hard on it as a team, and now we have gotten here. You need to first believe in yourself for you to make others believe in your ideas.
You have a great product, but you also need to know who creating value for. I had this clear vision. Just because other people don't see it or they cannot achieve it, then they shoot you down, right? So they told me if you have a dream or you have a vision, right, you got to learn how to protect it.
The key lesson is we need to be persistent enough while being flexible enough to pivot when it's needed.
The process is very, very rigorous and requires a lot of attention and resilience.
We were 6 of us who had very little idea of what we were going to do. We all had very different ideas. We were just 6 people left over, looking at each other, completely blank, trying to find this problem, asking each other, what's your problem? What can we do to help you? And then today, we're standing here together with a final prototype, final project, really putting our hands dirty, doing things that we've not done before. And I think it was in this process, that comfort zone that we developed in terms of working as a team, I think that was one of the most amazing experience for all of us. I can say this is by far been one of the most valuable action learning projects.
That's
You.
Okay, now mind. Again. Okay.
Move on our.
You can cut it out. You can cut it out.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I'm ready.